How far is the TriValley and San Ramon Valley from the Silicon Valley? Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Let's do it. What's up everybody, my name is Cooper Eisenmann and I am a full-time real estate agent in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley of the East Bay area, which consists of Livermore, Dublin, Pleasanton, San Ramon, Danville, and Alamo. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you and ask that you please like this video, as it does help my channel and videos to reach more people who are looking into learning about the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley, whether it's for a job relocation or just moving cities because the family wants to. I've been getting a ton of texts, emails, and calls from people just like you, and I absolutely love it. So if you have any questions or need help buying or selling property, please do reach out to me anytime. I'm going to put my contact information down at the bottom, and I always get back to you within 15 or 20 minutes, so it's super fast and super convenient. And what is very cool is that a lot of the reach outs I've been getting from people who want me to help them buy a home in the Tri-Valley or San Ramon Valley have been people who are moving from the South Bay or Peninsula, who work in tech and have been living close to the tech companies and are looking to relocate here for the relatively lower home prices, the more bang for your buck, the better schooling generally, and the lower population. You know, in the Peninsula and South Bay, there just seems to be a little bit more people, and something that my clients really like about the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley is the feeling that there's just a little more open space to enjoy time with friends and family at the park or just in the streets in general. It's interesting, I was just in San Mateo today, and the street seems so narrow and so compact with parked cars, etc. And that's just not the feeling here in the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley, and that's one of the reasons my clients really love it here, and one of the main reasons why they do elect to buy their next home here. So how far is the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley from the Peninsula and South Bay? I do have clients asking me this question when they are considering a move here, and I'm gonna base everything off of Mountain View, just because I know Google is based in Mountain View, and a lot of the tech hubs are surrounding Mountain View in general. So we'll base everything off of the distance from Mountain View, and we'll start with Pleasanton. So Pleasanton is about 30 miles from Mountain View, or about 40 to 45 minutes without traffic, but in prime time traffic hours, if everybody starts going back to the office like they were prior to COVID, then you're looking at about an hour to an hour and a half commute time in prime time traffic, going both ways. Now Mountain View to Danville is 40 miles, or about 45 to 50 minutes without traffic. And again, in prime time traffic hours, you're looking at about an hour to an hour and a half commute time. You know, what's also cool about these tech companies, and the fact that a lot of these companies know that their employees are moving to more suburban areas like the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley, is that they are offering shuttle buses at park and ride stations to help commute their employees to and from work. A client who I just helped buy a home in Pleasanton, who works for a big tech company in the Silicon Valley, decided on Pleasanton because of the convenient access to the park and ride station, where the shuttle bus will actually pick him up and drive him to and from work. And one of the cool things he was talking about that justified this commute was the fact that he could utilize the hour, hour and a half commute each way to work by using the onboard Wi-Fi in the shuttle to actually get work done, which is a huge difference from him actually having to drive himself to and from work and not being able to get any work done. So it helped him gain a couple hours in working time by just being on that shuttle going to and from work. And that was one of the really cool things he thought that the Tri-Valley and San Ramon Valley offered, and another reason why he could justify purchasing a home here rather than closer to the headquarters of his company. Now, another thing to take into account, now obviously I don't work in tech, but a lot of my clients do, and they have been talking about their companies telling them that they will only be required to come into the office 2 to 3 times a week, as opposed to 5 days a week like they had to prior to COVID-19. Now, the option to only need to come into the office 2 or 3 days a week was a huge benefit to them, and another reason why they could justify moving 45 miles away from their office, because they could split up their in-office days. For example, if they wanted to go into work on a Monday, stay home Tuesday, go in Wednesday, stay home Thursday, and then go back in Friday, or be able to have options to mix up when they don't go into the office, was another key factor in them deciding. Another client of mine who just bought a house in Danville, who also works for a big tech company in the Silicon Valley, was expressing to me how he could justify being potentially an hour and a half away from work because of being able to split up his in-office work days. Now, of course, it is a big decision and it really is a personal preference. I usually just like to be here to give my clients the facts and tell them exactly how far to and from work they can expect to be, whether there is a shuttle to their tech company that can bring them to and from work or not, and if so, how far are those parking rides, because they will be required to actually get to where the shuttle will pick them up. And I basically just leave it up to them. I don't want to push anybody into making any decision. I'm purely here to be a resource to help any way possible, because I know this area like the back of my hand, and most of my clients don't. That's why they're coming to me to help them buy a home. So I'm not happy unless you're happy, and sometimes it takes us seeing 20 or 30 homes. I just helped a client purchase a home late last year in Danville, and we probably saw 30 homes before we found the perfect one for them. We did write offers on a couple that didn't end up going through, but the third one we found ended up working out, and it took a while. You know, I'm not here to push anybody into a home just because I want the process to be over with. I'm gonna do everything I need to do and work as hard as I need to work to find you a home that you're comfortable enough in purchasing, because it is gonna be one of the biggest expenses of your life, and you need to make sure you really love it and don't get buyer's remorse. Now, of course, and as always, if you have any other questions or have your eyes on a specific house or have your eyes on a specific neighborhood or city that you just need to know more about and can't find much information, please utilize my YouTube channel. It does have a lot of information on it regarding the TriValley and San Ramon Valley. And if there's anything on there that I don't cover and you need an answer to, reach out to me personally. Now, when you reach out to me, it does go directly to my phone, so there's no assistants or office people directing you to me. I will answer the phone and talk to you personally. You can reach me by email, text, or phone anytime. I'm gonna again put my contact information down at the bottom, and I hope to hear from you soon. And until next time, see ya.